Citizen TV 0.5 Citizen Show. Then I have this doctor friend here. I was saying about so kind for my Toyota Venza 2014 model G-Boss, and it's 40,000 Ghana cedis. 40,000 Ghana cedis. 40,000 Ghana cedis. Avoli, I don't know what Ghana for.
Mazabobi, na midija Ghana for ne say. I'm searching finance minister. Okoka Ghana who assemble budget or parliament. Yeni concerned drivers association transport operators. Yeni share be catching. No pebia on country. 8 years ni. Insama ye catching ni na wemwayen. Aka fi pen we fiso. Enti no person ka bia onka. Yana driver for there yen say ya hihye ye ni yana adwene deda. Enya mfim mu ne yakokase bia kire amana ko yimere hakes bia kire yen biu. No pebia onka. Opa petrol no onobro no opa tabo no onobro no opa car nso ofa taxi nso ni opa bia onye efise ye kan say petrol kosoro ontesu wemu ayen yetia ye kan say habo ne man de we kosoro yentimi tokas ontesu wemu ayen ye kan say electricity yentimi ntua ye kan water we yentimi ntua ye kan say nsem nyina kire no wemu ayen afi we da sem ne kan kire mi yanga driver for there major transport operator nim say ni opa bia no kira nkoka oka by next year e kwa afisi sebre no ye free so asem because ne am pikura ka asem kire no wantie na nya yanga driver for na mom adaba for some kan kire John Dramani Mahama say 24 hours no on hwena 1 billion mom second na to sumi yan kan kire ni bi on so say a teacher for home day, a driver for home day, or bound car driver for non some pay day mayan. Na say region bia ya drivers day po near the Ghana flag is so poor. A beshe in crying. Near one say also ya Ghana for Medana say.
Yes, we are that's very wafa Pauli and yet Nenkano live on Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. A dom and then pimpim, a dom and then pimpim Yamoti and cat. But there's this lady or no why video about the 24/7 economy. And Ghana Nibia Watermenka across the country on social media. Baby Bia will be ampeso ye din utie ababai. Ye din tie sa ababai mame. Baby will be a office now so Facebook will be should be commercial be no be should be. A deep words and a lady when he ache. Eye nsemu emu odupa na one ache okay all right nanka me try say you bet me ede sa tape na to so quickly nanka yakwenu *413# CMG sika de amafo nya consistent ubedi ai utwa ubedi utwa pe ubedi enti amafo nya consistent *413# *413# and we may chat 500 sabe 10 first 1 hour for no amubdi begum no apai enra mo anya nentam mi kofie no obi test me ai Bobie say ni say what trawa ma ne kokko be 4 o'clock please don't blame me. Sam na fidie no nwan sa klik Kwame mumpia fidie ni siye Kwame mumpia fidie ni siye mumpia fidie ni siye omosue ayi e friend say mo numbers ni nyina gu machine mu ba mesra mo ntwa mo ya mo the next 10 minutes 10 minutes. Kamu close no. Mamu close. Hwe homo. 10 minutes. Moya, ni akro. Me so bam dey fast. Obam say fast. Kwa me mo 10 minutes me so afidie no. Men close no. Why?
men close afidie no mesrɛ wo kwame mesrɛ wo ne yanyi numbers ni migu wo hye numbers na gum o hye numbers na gu sɛ kwame wo gada numbers ni nyina meboa sɛ we ni ba say bɛyɛ 800 numbers so ho 80,000 last 200 de beba no emfo bia bio me ka sam tram wa muntie kwa me pia machine si ye na moma ayi omo be 10 minutes bi misrew pa chawa yenkotie salad way talking about the game changer 24/7 economy 24/7 economy.
Good day, everyone. I'm here once again to add my voice to the discussion ongoing concerning the 24-hour economy proposed by JM. I'm here to assure all Ghanaians that this proposal is a game changer. This is it, and we should all join. Forget about the noise coming from the other side, the NPP. They're already having heart palpitation and headaches because they know this is it. This is a game changer proposal, and they want to rubbish it and throw dust into people's eyes. Do not listen to them. First of all, the 24-hour economy is not for all sectors, and it will not be for everyone. But it will first of all operate on the critical aspects of our economy. And when I talk about the critical aspect, I'm talking about production, manufacturing. I'm talking about the harbour. We have the Tema harbour. We have the Takrady harbour. I'm talking about IT. We are talking about hospitals, restaurants, convenience stores, pharmacies. And these are the critical aspects of the economy, retail and things like that. And so somebody will say that, oh, but for the hospitals, they are already running a 24-hour system. That's not true. Send your relative to the hospital at night and see whether you get anybody to care for. Because most of these doctors work during the daytime and they are on call. On call doesn't mean that they are the ones on duty. The person has already done his 8 hours and paid his quota to the Bada Ghana and he's home sleeping. So if you call them and they don't feel well and they choose not to come, your relative or loved one might die. But a 24-hour system where the system is run in 3 shifts, a doctor or a nurse or a pharmacist pick that shift to work for 8 hours. And so you are there, and when somebody is brought to the hospital at any time of the day, there should be a nurse or a doctor to work. And the reasons why our doctors and nurses are running away is because they don't have jobs in Ghana. So if the system, the economy is open up and we are working in 3 shifts, you have these doctors there at all time in 24/7 where your relatives can go there and get help, get your medications and go home. I have worked in the harbour before and I know how the harbour operates. When it's 5, everybody closes. There are some aspects of it that works, but those aspects that you need your invoices and other documents to be evaluated and worked on, that will help you to go and take your things from the port. Those offices close. And when it's like that, some of you, especially during Christmas and occasions that you need your goods, these people are not there. But with the 24-hour economy, when they close at 5, another shift comes and you work and go and take your things. And demurrage will be a thing of the past. Meaning demurrage, dimu or chimu. Until those of you watching, you can help explain. Because demurrage, no, eji yesika bebre, ewa niema ye crowd free amanone, into ukoton niema na unya profit. Bankrofo wa habo na omu ye juma at any time no nema no ba ya na wakwa koyi na wakwa koton anya usika. Road construction ukwa abrochi a anaju bia baby obefe bia omu ye road construction omu si dan na ade bagana de 6 bona esumba pe na ejume bia pon 24-hour economy no yebetimi aye road construction anaju na nkrofo ye ejuma ye ejuma no na omo a ejuma eye omo de omo abi ejuma no omo sika sem kosro nipa so nyeska because we bi ejuma na ejuma no betimi enya nkrofo employ nkrofo 10 na ubie mu na ko join sa 24 hour yi na che se wo run 3 shift into betimi employ nkrofo 10 Until within 8 hours, no, utimi make it 10,000 Ghana cedis. 3 shift, no, you are making 30,000 Ghana cedis. So that's a gain for where a Jumani ya would there. And where a Jumani ya would there, the more money you are getting, not just a wood tax at the ma a buy no. Woso a we individual no ubeye juma 8 hours now feel so that so a hondi a ubenye bia ka ho na wase akoye bi wo ha wabokọbọ kakra wo ha na chese we juma no ekoso wo ma na omo ewie school na omo ninam ha omo adani kubolofo na omo nye juma ye no 24-hour economy we eye 3 shift a year running to nkora no so ye juma na chese household income no cost not just a woman papa ni mama no cry. You don't have to give money to your children because man so omanye juma mo ya sike befie o da na juna wuye mu bom kuro komodewa ubetimi akọ convenience store aye bi omu ye aduane nya afi na okwo mako awo momoni ede ye juma debi enti the way nyina ya adepa edi AJM peso deba ebeboa obie ni hwa adiwe enka no abani sika asembe koyie na yenso yes individuals na sika sema koyie ye mani be ye ejuma na Ghana tumpon na obie ni age nti minnuane mo 24-hour economy na JMA propose no yade pa wo se ye nyina ye boje ho nti munya mo adwen se mo de JMA ba montuma JM na montuma NDC na yemba embeye adepa emma Ghana. Mesia Babio. Good day, everyone. I'm here once again to add my voice to the discussion ongoing concerning the 24-hour economy proposed by JM. I'm here to assure all Ghanaians that this proposal is a game changer. This is it, and we should all join. Forget about the noise coming from the other side, the NPP. They're already having heart palpitation and headaches because they know this is it. This is a game changer proposal and they want to rubbish it and throw dust into people's eyes. Do not listen to them. First of all, the 24-hour economy is not for all sectors and it will not be for everyone. But
so, game changer. Game changer. Game changer. Kwame, kama me the victory of Mama is coming again. Is coming again, coming again. The victory of JM is coming again. He's coming again, is coming again. Don't mind me. Attention! That's right. Yeah, I'm going to do this one time. Roll it. Victory of my Don't mind me, si adai so that's the live at Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Tuesday afternoon, we are back and this is how we do it. One more time. More energy. Adrenaline is high. Papa Shango. Pusiano. Oh, Ojo. Okay, so unto tie ye driver ni no, and what me follow a lady ni tape no kakra.
Meba na me.
What do you think about this 24/7 game changer?
Na me da say ma me chia atiefo ne ahwefo ne awie. Na one thing is say one thing about Mahama, the style of politics and the policies are all there by now. You don't need to be a graduate. You don't need to be a professor. And son what the policies nasi. Unlike Nanado 2008 or free SHS, you began say finding if here the costing and the costing and the costing the cost. But
at the end of the day, catch it up.
Tie. Nana, nipa bia o ye no kwafo bia no communicate ya or communicate with clarity. Na sem na o ka no, what ase.
Okay.
It's like o kwa sign contract. Se nipa ne nya osisifuo e na obebu kwase asisi wo a contract in terms and can I say agreement no e clear. Enti wan kasa kra no fa wo ready a wote ase. Se bibi chiri wadwen a na wabusa obi oni mumra no ready the amount. That is how social contracts are politicians any public ni sign no. That is how it's supposed to be. I don't need to consult a lawyer and sana mate wo a wo be pay me to me so man pinya ma shebe dwani no wo policy wo program I say ban I don't need to consult somebody na nipa na kire masie e wo se me tie ase because a social contract between you and me me pa cho tima se me na se enti nanado ka so di face chese ba no from 2008 ebesi 2016 Nana do ntimi ankyerɛ how much is going to cost. Now one try and say me ba first year and I'm doing my share na mine progressively. Na so oba no oka je so oba be no say bibia one focus oba no o shall say the first year. And the social contract run Ghana for sign ye for free SHS no enya no deliver the man no because 2016 obi ana ne bawo form 1 form 2 form 3 aw gina free SHS policy so koto abama na no oto ama ne say oba ama ne ba no se term kra na aka be free sankrofo for no benefit here. And you deceive those people because the policy ni na clear. But for Mahama policies, Mahama ka say free Okada ye be legalize it. Uhia lawyer ni no achire mu.
No.
Because ye ti Ghana nim say wo to car wo di code be ni register. Wo register car na part me dey commercial, ultimate dey private. Wo dey commercial ye nim so obehia we. So you don't need a lawyer to explain. Mahama say 24 economy. Nana, I'm yet to see the official document from NDC or Mahama say this is what entails. But the moment I may see the name, no, Nana, I so self-explanatory. I just say you unhia so be betrayal. Na the money is very interesting. Say when your policy be something that I will be, and our kwakofa edi aba. Say, Akufo the buyer so kwakofa sky train. Now the aba. Aye nyebua. Nana eye ade e wa hase ye te ho na so ye ni ma ho ye.
The 24/7.
Yes, eye ade e te ho se problem bia nana ni solution ka ho. Problem bia bebe bia ni solution. It comes with solution. But you need a critical thinker. You need a visionary to sit. Now what's nasi? No one who's a problem in your answer. Ba. Yet Ghana for several years, Bola, no problem. Jospon, Dr. Siwe Japan, Ufra America na buy what Ghana hey. No trust who said this is the problem. And net we a millionaire because of what? Bola. Ibrahim Mahama was the fair job away Sankara. Sa amnana otwae no. Wo di frabroche ba bi na de bae. Ehe anotie. Anu assessing who say Ghana problem nie. Pa ene dem. Ene Ibrahim Mahama oye billionaire. Enti eyade aye te ho na ye nwene nko ho. To be a leader no, you have to be a visionary. Obi abetumi a lead. Any idiot can lead. But a visionary leader is exceptional. Say 24-hour economy. Nana me kamesa kabiem yanko ti se okanshi makola yanko kantamanto. When him say kantamanto about 5 wa ni atum.
Dada nya
ena mi no kase kantamanto about 5 wa yatum also bia pie. Wunim now check one na ye be lock you am inside. Do you know why? Because security. And you say ye pamu bia pie. Na omo boban no ma take over. Because omuja ho no mo a anajo no mu fi se nipa boni fo bitima ba ba bi di boni. Enti se network provide security. E jama kantamanto a. Ye ntimi nko ye nko night market.
Yo.
Wako okanshi day anopa market aye choke a Christmas ebe human traffic eba besi onya baby kram for nance no sabre na articulator track eba be yi rice sabre na kia track eba be yi force bay a nipa choke a yenya baby amfa ne sabre because anajo no ya to market no. But anajuno se 24 economy no eye adwuma sa anajuno a dodo no apo akoda fie no sa ka ne betimi akwa offloadi ye ho ntoyen afi ye nkonko kire so e wo makola anaka etia ɛma krɔmfo bi bɛtutu ebotom because nipa ba pay so ɛyɛ adwene omo mutwa Force Bay ahomache na enkrɔfo asim na ɔmo kɔ ɔkɔnya no osuro because nsika hye no betimi attack na adi ne time bia what provide security nipa no bɛkɔ akɔyɛ ni business anadwo enti kantamanto so obi wɔ shop a ɔno de otu niama ɛde tɔn ɔmo tu force mpabo ɛde tɔn wo betimi akɔ wadwuma ɛbɔ no onum na wapɔn another person will take over that night no obi bɛkɔ obɛfiri Kumasi aba obi bɛfiri Konongo aba bɛfa mpaboa ne de kɔ wo wada no na wo business ɛyɛ adwuma enti wo da na wo business nae ewiase billionaires wo wiase nyina obi ene one man business a wabie no woda na ne business ada wada na ne business no run na making money. That is how it's supposed to be. All developed countries ni nyina no nye so omokoda na omo economy swada magana they we sleep with our economies. Yada ni economy ada yesori na sorry. How can you progress? And too fast I can't amantu ya na mesi anadwo no obi a data ma ye busy mitimi nkwankwa ye me shopping 12 o'clock mitimi akokantamanto na makwa akodiga. Don't forget say Mahama attempted so or build a cantamanto or tramodin ena eyifo ampene sa adwade fonga gutafo ampene enka wasi ti said wasi ketia no. That is how it's supposed to be. Shema ketibi ze ketia adentina wo say bonu nsia ye tu ketia marketing
big facility
Nyansa way
Kotokraba market
adentina bonu nsia
no AC wom
ewo say
bibia wom
ewo say ye tu sa market
JM ye toilet and bath
everything
wom a wom gare omutimi ye bibia
school kra okwo Kumasi a no mu
school wom Kotokraba school wom
adenti ena market way ebo no nsia bo no so no numu a ewo say atum ni ekoda na ade chia no pa no nsia ebebie market a yesi a yetwa on fence wall market a yesi a 24/7
police station kura wom
fire service
wom
emergency everything is there just security for ho obi a kwa onim se me shop ni mabie say table so onim se me shares ni me share ha na me ton ma de adentina sa market we edu anwura na yatum
because a month for no beto ne ma ni bamba anajo omo de be chia beto ade
is it ano no na oto okra oto ade no so kra osuro
yeah the okoto suro the auto
suro because security
but you see more to the point is where say ebia edwadie ho nko ano there's much more traffic in the night markets if you look at the history of night markets than the day markets
because wakoye wadwuma wie
workers that went to work in the morning no they commute en masse
exactly
to night markets because anopano obekwa adwuma.
That is the best
and so at that time no the traffic situation no any congestion in markets
anyhow let me tell you
okay vehicular traffic or human traffic
both human and vehicular traffic no night markets those times now for example now night clubs na night life ewo ho no people trooped into clubs I'm a club yema same with market who say obi okwa adwuma awie bia no anadwo no na okodi ni dwa enti no ene
so o ka fa say
awia no marketing sheda enye emmom peso but anadwo bia no market bo peso
if only say
if you read the Chinese night market
if only Ghana say
that is because you be develop your attitude
economy ni expanded twice.
That is it.
And twice night shift no and multiply twice the day shift
because 8 hours but night no run 24 hours times 3 8 times 3 obi a wokɔ adwuma no nim so oni adaje no won pepre no so okɔ kantamanto akoye shopping wobadini dwawie
a man for some support mo so William Azilaku says Walmart in America operates 24/7 then another tester says Bobie even that time you don't feel tired you can work the whole night okay so Amuzu Dilaw says yes in Manhattan long trucks can only enter after 12 a.m. for delivery. That is Kontodiana Wokan.
Look at that.
All right, so to us.
And so any a problem.
And Obi send me a message says yeah, Boadu or say bank crash I walk. Kejetia.
Ewo inside. Ewo inside. Ewo inside.
Yeah.
To nana eyadia eda ho. Share filling station say o Accra ha obedu 24/7. And so nyabo 10 pe. Na obekodi obi ani ho. Obekọ filling station awodo omo mata awodo ho nom na ebeka say 24/7. At 11 the what check cry at 12. Wapon. Why? Because what tra ho nom a kromfo di to ba be sin so abegini sika enti okọ. Pharmacies awodo a won kra ha obedu 24/7. Na so de ekọ ho after 11 say obenya service a unya. The only pharmacies are betting me pharmacies Ben hospitals, major hospitals. And I bet me almost service after a year 24/7. And kind of unya because of what? Lack of security. Timahama the police will ban the first rock and say we making sure we make a provision for security. Yanko firm fra brochri and ya deba. When your policy equal important. And dear free baby, we don't need IMF.
When your toilet
to implement
discussions.
And we don't need tax. So you don't need to tax people to run 24-hour economy. That's why in America say you need a visionary. Obia, who can see future from afar. And you will be a future no, we just future no to any airpray. A coup for the economy and some manage was he said you're doing the wajame or the manyame, young trend the next leader. You do about us, say I will do everything possible within my power. Just say, but I'll become a president. We and I say president. Share Vaku na ye adwuma 24/7. Vaku ni etum. Nana tema oil fan we ni etum. Na ye ntum. Ye dum Vaku a year March 2007 because of dum so. Ye ni nkania almost so nkania no mu use no is about 50% of akoso money na. Eno mampeni ku fom ye dum Vaku na ne Vaku eno ano no. Sene Nyamia do Mahama create timia build Ghana as of vidum samye wo excess energy capacity. E dey na prevent Ghana say be revive Vaku. Ya revive Vaku a sa na dey na omo ye ne san say ye Ghana ha say ne say abade enti na ne bo be ko form sa metal fabrication nko form ye nyina no e be ko form. But the nuclear wo mu ne say
issues with Vaku no. If I should explain briefly. Oh, adia enkroma ye no. Was to get Mrofu to take our bauxite out of town. No, my brain, alumina. Adiana Ibrahim Mahama Peso or Keteli was to bring a smelting machine down here to refine the bauxite into alumina. A difficult for governments. In fact, Baumianum at some point decided, say, Omo de bauxite no, Ebema China for Amomo. Yeah. Now Vaku no, you couldn't feed it at some point because alumina na de be ma no. O bauxite no be fa kwa. If they say be omo de be a percentage of alumina be ba no. Omo fa ma.
No. The truth ni say yan shut down Vaku because of say ni enya alumina e feed it. That is not the
what is
that,
it?
That's not the cost. That is not never.
Okay,
that is never the cost. The cost ni doom so. Now you can take your phone and Google.
Look at this.
The cost ni doom so. Take your phone. May say Nana there. Just take your phone. Take your phone and Google.
Okay, so hold on. You are talking about the 2007 shutdown.
Yes.
The shutdown was largely because of alumina.
It wasn't largely. It was largely
even as we speak. As we speak today. Mrofu to open Vaku as it used to be then. No. Na yesisi na Mrofu ni sisi.
So what is your point?
My point is that Vaku no, the best way I bet me I say ye benya a smelting machine. E dia bagana ha. I bet you a bauxite. I refining waha. E dia feed Vaku.
Okay.
And from that when the US government was taking the bauxite away,
come back. Nina come back to the point that John Mahama has the vision.
Yes.
To make it work again.
It can work.
From which any angle?
Yes.
All right.
It's not easy.
No. It is never true. Me say we take your phone. Obia ne refi bia ne just Google.
No, on consent.
Meba na ne mamenchiro nana ti say ha ye tie. Do you want to tell me, say, Nana na ye host, ye were this setup, ye run station ye run a year juma kama. Na producer, or more no air conditioner say, more fancy. And ye num station no. Na ye nya mechanic man be service AC no answer your resume. What kind of businessman are you? Your business mindset in a way. What is the ideology? So we can say ye tunu wa na di feed ya all these years anabako fancy na ye adwuma no munya raw material ne free hin no mo processing.
Look at that.
No munya free hin no mo processing. Now the truth is that the truth. Okay, let me finish my. Let me finish my. You have your turn.
I'll let you finish.
You have your turn.
We are having a discussion. We are not debating. Anything he mentions, because Ayakofontini, he wants to bring.
And that is the truth.
So what's the big deal about
Valco
it?
was shut down. So
what's the big deal about it?
Now who said
whatever.
Who said the big deal?
Have I not discussed Kufuor's
Who is the big deal?
No. That's not the issue.
So don't talk about Kufuor administration.
That 2007 and you shut Valco.
Because of Dumso.
It's a fact.
Yes.
2007 Kufuor was the president. It's a fact.
And the fact is the reason they gave.
Hold on.
I'm
so
trying to get.
Now, let's deal with the issues we're raising. What my education kakra on how Valco can operate back.
Very good.
And fully.
Yeah, Nana Meba.
Which is very educative.
NA.
You understand?
NA. Valco ne run it 24/7. It creates jobs. Na nkrofo press on benye adwuma o Valco no munya. The tie so so mo kwa na dey works and happiness by. We hear adwuma no waji wani. And it was shut down because of Dumso.
No, me can also hear there.
Me yama me person be distract me. I will give you the article for you to read.
So let's move on.
It's as if someone is arguing
over
something.
No, our discussion. Okay, bro, for me, we say Valco shut down largely
because of
the
raw material.
So he is looking at the Dumso aspect. You are looking at the smelting aspect.
What we are discussing, no. You see, no. Sometimes,
the
reason why I'm taking it in that there is nobody's time. I can give you all my time. I just want us to understand what we are doing. I can give all my time to you.
You share your time.
I was say a tier for import of.
And to them, you give your time.
You see, the whole thing is that you don't just say and a Kufuor to Valco as if say Kufuor no were interest in closing Valco down.
You see.
This is so personal and these are things that I don't like. He said that.
He's not here to tell what you like.
No, I don't know. It's not about what I like.
Okay, so this is the issue.
It's not about what I like.
Kufuor was paid with my taxpayers' money, with my mother's taxpayers' money.
And so what?
Even today,
was he not your president?
You are still paying him. So I have every right to criticize Kufuor.
I don't care.
Good, bad, and I will wait any day, anytime.
Hold on.
And I have every right to also defend Kufuor with everything in me.
And so we deal with facts.
What's the big deal about that?
Nobody stops you.
Have
ever stopped you from?
He says no. The reality is that is it true that Valco was shot in 2007? Yes. Who was the president? Kufuor.
So and is it true that was shut down because of Dumso? Yes.
Can you allow me?
Me the Valco can one man stand a refi.
Can you allow me? So these two facts, no. I mean, you can
look, you can even add his.
Maybe.
You can even add his Dumso. But the point is that it must not be as if President Kufuor had interest in closing the Valco down. It was due to
you have given us another side of one of the reasons, and he's giving
and
the reason.
Praising it largely because of that.
You know. And he's giving us a reason on also etias here.
Yes.
It gives us facets of reasons. Yes. So let's move on.
Okay.
Now, let
me move on.
Maybe you have not understood my point. My point is a very simple one. We can discuss the flaws of every president. President Kufuor wasn't a saint. I have criticized him over several things. But the point I'm making is
who says Kufuor is a demon?
There is at every time.
And who says Kufuor is demon? Is a Kufuor a demon?
No.
Is a Kufuor a demon?
But listen, if you to Valco,
it's a Kufuor demon.
Now Kufuor the president. You cannot go and mention the name.
No, it's a Kufuor demon. Listen, it's a Kufuor demon. One time for Kufuor is a demon. It's a Kufuor demon. Why can you criticize Kufuor to reduce him to a demon? Now Kufuor the only be demonic. I have no right, or nobody has the right to criticize Kufuor. What is demonic about Kufuor? What is demonic about Kufuor?
No, you see.
What is demonic about Kufuor?
Not the entire Valco si atume hano no. That's what me voice it out. Then you think there's no problem. Let's share ideas. Simple.
No,
I'm a very progressive man.
By the time,
I'm not
by the time I'll give you.
I'm not. I'll give you. Munia Haruna Muhammad say or just a minute quickly. Haruna, quick. All right, so quick one. Let's do this.
Métier mon programme na say there were two conflicting interests in terms of the analysis of how Valco operates under whose regime. Under Kufuor, now there were two major problems confronting Valco. And Valco, in its full capacity, near produce, which is the ingots, there were 200,000 capacity per annum. Now, Ushe before Bebano, now Valco was not able to produce to that full capacity because of one, there were light problem under Kufuor. Rollins. Two, there were raw material challenges. Before Kufuor came, Kufuor Bayern, now he was able to tackle one port, which was because of utility challenges. They were not able to power two smelting ports. Until Omanegi to sustain that particular port now, that's the smelting port. Until before 2005, yes, the same challenges now or inherit here, which was the doom. So let me put it this way: the Valco shut down for a whole year, and then in 2006, he reconstituted a board, and then they came back with a full capacity of one smelting port again, but not two. And then he made sure that raw material challenges time was adequate to be able to smelt one port. Now, Ushe before 2008, 2009, after NDC and the mills, they made sure that Valco got additional ports, which came up to two. But raw material challenges at that time also affected that particular.
So the board of contention here is hello. So the board of contention here in 2007.
Yeah.
There were issues with Valco.
Yes.
And the issues with Valco, no, from your explanation, no, means we're having issues with energy
and then raw material.
That is what we are talking about.
Very good. Now, Mills Bayern, even with the one port under Kufuor, Mills was able to add additional ports. We are running 4 ports, but because of raw material and energy crisis, they were not able to power the same 4 ports at the same time, smelting ports. So we were running 2, and then they were not able to power the 2 because of raw material. Into Mills Bayern, he made sure that the 2 ran concurrently. But before 2010-11, the same particular issue, and let me take you this how the integration is done. We have the raw material, no doubt about it, but the smelting of the raw material, which is the manganese, we don't know how to do it. So we would have to export it for them to smelt it or process it into alumina. Until Valco or Ghana will go to the US to buy the alumina and come process it into aluminium, which is near Valco. Valco can process into aluminium and then process it from aluminium to ingots. And that is why the only source of Aluex raw material is Valco. But because of inadequacies, they would have to resort to Kaiser in Russia for ingots. So, Dudwana issues concerning Valco has to do with raw material and energy, but it varies from regime to regime.
All right.
Under Kufuor,
Okay.
it was two reasons. Because of that, they were not able to power two.
All right.
They came and then restore it, and they were powering two smelting plants.
All right. Thank you, Arena. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So that's it live in Accra. I think the same. No, you see.
My said what take
Hold on. It's the same thing in Yeka. It's the same thing. Even Haruna Crowd the same thing.
Nana.
Just that Obia take you
something that I can
and then
you my woman.
You
Right.
see, you see, the reason is
Let's make progress.
reason is
Let's go.
when I was making my point, Listowa would not even allow me to land. The mere mention of Kufuor's name, I was so bummed.
You came saying Kufuor sat it down. It's not true.
Meba.
It's not true.
It is true.
It's not true.
Nana, my send article. Let me use my time. Let me use my yes. Let me use my time and read. Let me use my time. Let me use my time and read.
Why?
Let me use my time and read.
2007.
It wasn't shut down.
I said, let me use my time and read.
Okay,
You can believe whatever you believe,
protested.
but whatever you believe got nothing to do whatever I'm going to say.
Workers protested about what?
The protest was that I had to say Ejuma aye nyina yeko. Salary at some point, and you were not working to a certain capacity. Na ebetimi ama productivity akosra ma omanya ejuma ne ho faso de atwa moka.
They protested about what?
Workers no na salary sensem no
for you a salary into no mutu.
No. And you see the close down no crampo no as recent as 2022 there have been a shutdown of Aku. I'm referring from a timer. It was a shutdown.
Okay.
Nana me say my send article, my tender in my exhibit. Nana read for us.
Exhibit of an article.
My reading
which could be written.
Nana read for us.
Read
for me person who will be now king. Read okay. Maximum American say 2007 Valco ne ran 2000 it ran 24-hour economy. But it was shut down because of what doom so after say Kufuor there so for question ko bompaye e wa ko so mo that's a Kufuor record.
Wikipedia and my join line and other platforms says it was reopened in early 2006. However, the plant Valco was shut again between 2007 and 2011. In June 2008, Aqua sold its 10% stake in Valco to the government of Ghana, leaving it wholly in government ownership and with no source of foreign investment capital. So the information, but where we need clarity on it is the shutdown.
And I've given you the same source now.
Let's move on, please.
So now why is it difficult for you to read? Okay, okay. Let me also read from here.
Yeah.
Because if the judge fails to or refuse to read my exhibit,
but I've confirmed that 2007.
Okay, this article was published by Reuters.
Hold on. Read the idea.
Me building my argument. And now we are coach now. And I'm making evidence. Nana Meba.
So
I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem. You quoting your source. Okay. I mean, I may build a point. So if you want to have discussion, you should have kept quiet for me to finish. We didn't have time in the being suggesting.
Let's go.
Men, I may build them a point. And I'm me prove me evidence. And I'm attend the amount. There's nothing wrong. Let me finish. There's nothing wrong. Say you as a judge, I will tell you. Also, bet me those sources about. But me, I mean making a point. I've quoted my source, and I want you to read my source for me. Anyway, let me read. This is Reuters, and I've tender as exhibit the amount. Published on March 15, 2007. Update 2. Power cut to shut Ghana's VACO from Friday. What can I say? Accra, March 15. Ghana VACO aluminium smelter will shut down indefinitely from Friday due to chronic power shortages in the West African country. VACO Chief Executive Charles Mensah told Reuters on Thursday, there is no electricity to run the smelter. We just decided to shut down, Mensah said in an interview.
Okay. But it's a fact 2007 it was shut down.
So what is wrong?
Let's move
and
on.
So I shouldn't mention Kufuor. I'll mention Kufuor today and tomorrow.
It was shut down in 2007.
If you don't know, I'm telling you today. Kufuor
was the president.
Kufuor is devilish than Kufuor.
Kufuor said we'll shut down. I shut down. What's it? We'll shut down. Read it.
Was it shut down or not?
Was it shut down?
We'll shut down. Was it shut down?
Read it. Read what you just read.
No.
Read what you just read. We'll shut down.
I thought you said you want to have discussion. I thought you said you want to have discussion.
Yes,
so why are you
debating?
So why are you making noise? So go and sit down and have your time. If you want to have a decent
it's not that I said debate. It is not correct.
This is not how we debate.
It is not clear.
This is not how we debate. You are writing
Wikipedia. I can go to Wikipedia and change anything there now. I can change anything at Wikipedia.
Okay, so prove to us that 2007 it was not.
No, he read something from the end.
And I'll give you a quote.
We'll shut down.
Give a proof that 2007 VACO was not shut down. Give us a proof.
You have
give us a proof.
That's your proof.
Give us a proof.
And I'm beating it to it, sir. You said we'll shut down. Okay. And it has not been shut down.
Right.
Oh.
We'll shut down.
It won't stop me. And it's this.
Kind of
after then will bring it toy generators because VACO consumption is about 50% of the total generation in Kusumbo Dam. So they shut down a VACO.
Let's go.
Mahama came and was solving doom so less than 4 years. Something that Kufuor couldn't solve in 8 years. What solving we and there were excess energy capacity. Again, a preventing MPP government from reigniting a VACO and ready 24/7 economy because VACO adwuma na be no and the private investors about ma take over mo yes adwuma no. Enti eba be say MPP financiers business so they will never allow it to operate. To na ye adwuma under Rollins. Egui under Kufuor, it was shut down under Kufuor. To and so me proving catches that was not shut down under Kufuor. Was said that credit to that recovery 1.5 billion. Through that, Ghana Commercial Bank was facing collapse. National Investment Bank was facing collapse because of toll debt. At Ames Mahama Banubitriae 2016 na ekwesi ewadako manage toll na ye adwuma. Boss na ye adwuma. True or false?
Let's go.
Kufuor buy no MPP another MPP. Kufuor on the dice this type what tete no Kufuor na tete Kufuor because na Kufuor nya minister. Kufuor na so Kufuor say campaign kire Ghana for some to abama na we ne di Ghana be ko akudu boss assassin so you can never distance Kufuor from a Kufuor's mate. If a Kufuor is a devil, Kufuor is worse than the devil. 2017 MPP buy and you start shut it down to ye adwuma. Okwa na to no mo dada storage facility. And MPP for financiers go finished product bar. No ma cost store no mo ton ma Ghana for. So they won't allow the toll to operate because they are making money. That is it. And Mahama is saying say oba toll ne ba be ye 24/7. Be ye 24/7 Ghana yen benefiting. So 24/7 economy no. Is it not there? The VACO is it not there? And they don't have any excess energy capacity. So do you think that we shut down again the VACO because of say electricity because of say they see shutting down 2007 and Kufuor? So this is what I mean. Say Mahama has already laid down the foundation to take up 24 a year manufacturing a year economy we work because under Omampeni Kufuor peso even Yabo can 2008 Yankwaji electricity 80 megawatt and free a year could have buy. Yankwaja farmer, but people sit on radio and say Kufuor didn't bring doom so, and under Kufuor there was no doom so. People sit on radio and TV and lie through their teeth, and telling people that because the things are Ghana for real fearsome. But 2008 ya kwako straight 80 megawatts from Cote d'Ivoire and Sana Ghana for 8 million match. in this country. Mahama fixes our problem in na. And the manufacturing sector no do na ntumi a operate and akofo because of doom so wan tumi anya wo hwe no. And then Mahama Sovia menya excess energy capacity. So all this manufacturing sector no will go back to work. And manufacturing yenya from 6.5 and running 24. That is what I mean. And then what I mean is Mahama wanko ewie anko 2 sebi above 1 no dey sapole ewaya. Mahama didn't send a software. Someone kwana mo ko bompa yempa so di unu family me fans face Ghana problem. Said the Kofo ye or send us for Kwakusu Mudam Kobom Payano. Mahama didn't do that. He's a visionary, a critical thinker. What trust one Ghana for problems, a problem when a solution when problem in a name, but solution and Yakopadam will be so as one view. And this is the problem, which is 24 a year economy. And it is possible because Mahama shots where da. Okofa a year to be for pharmaceuticals, no all these pharmaceutical companies are. They were collapsing. Mahama support you after century consensus. Omo buy no mo musika omo gina omo naso no. Company they didn't only survive. They expand their production. Omo say be another firm to know where your entrance pharmaceuticals under Tobinco. Omo running 24/7 economy. So it's possible it's already in existence. But just say Ghana phone fire drink course. So you shouldn't pay much attention. And Mahama see the day baba to be providing security. Any day in every environment for this manufacturing companies to work 24/7. Say the baby create jobs. Now but this is the vision we are talking about. If you're a leader, don't think say you can be judged when you order to tear kunyaso as a leader. Every uwechi Ghana for yebekoswa can we still remember Kwame Nkrumah. So we are the pie bebo din, we are the Bonia bebo din. I'll continue to mention Kufuor because I stand Kufuor worse than
okay. All right, so quick comment here from Fifi Banson. And Fifi Banson says Bobie, the agreement was to have Kaiser bring in bauxite from Jamaica for smelting. Akosomo built by the Kaiser group was our only source of power, and Kaiser were using almost 60% of that power and refused to pay its commensurate fee per kilowatt as agreed. That is how Kaiser folded up, and that's Valco issue. So let me pick it up. The agreement was to have Kaiser bring in bauxite from Jamaica for smelting. Akosomo built by the Kaiser group was our only source of power, and Kaiser were using almost 60% of that power and refused to pay its commensurate fee per kilowatt as agreed. That is between Kaiser and Ghana government. That is how Kaiser folded up Valco. So then we are getting different angles as to how Valco folded up. But yes, but you see, it all come back to the point that look, whatever issue we have raised here, from the messages I've received outside, meaning two issues, I mean,
they played, but the major role, you see,
anyway, so Valco is not under discussion. We are talking about 24/7 economy,
yes.
And this is your time. Let's move on.
You see, anytime me imagine say me best studio, I just decide that at least I will learn and also share what I have learned. And as we progress, at least we will get listeners informed, and they will also help us, because there are so many people out there listening now. They have much information than we do.
Oh yeah, of course.
And so I don't underestimate the prowess of a listener, because text messages are all kind. The imports of the messages, they drive us to also equip ourselves and sharpen our tools by guiding our thoughts and our learning process.
And then with this melting issue, I'm learning more.
Kwabena, this is something that I have learned, because I have so many people that used to work with Valco and Kokrafor. Oh man, ne wo fase a one ne yepe one ne bo atipen ono ane wo fase but one ne bo atipen no ye adwuma of Vaco.
But I hope we don't
He's
focus
late,
on
he's
Vaco
late.
so that we can move on.
So mene ne betnai ewo tema ena me hu the processes are ye fa so a ma sa smelting ne alumina ne sa no manoma ni. In fact Vaco as at 2014 thereabout Saturn na mo Metro TV omo documentary bi kra me I'm the one that did the documentary. Except that me yeboka omo entwiaka prama me. And I remember all those things. What must I say? Para I also do remember say baby na Vaco akwako duro no energy na oka no idea it was also a factor.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, you need a lot of energy to be to build
To run it.
so.
Yeah, to run it.
Oh, when we debate things and make it look as if even baby I free, I learn the processes be from no. We should still begin to juxtapose that and make Akufo-Addo have a field day. That's where I have a problem. Because Kufo Nyimi sir, I'm telling you.
And it's not different from Akufo-Addo.
Let's
What must I say? Kufo Nyimi sir. Kufo at every stage of his governance no. Kwabena, this is in biotech biano. Me, I've queried him about a few things in the past. Even now, presently, if those things come on board, I will question him because, for example, Dumso came under Kufo and he couldn't solve it like John Mahama has done it. This one is trite. We nyadi also eko sunyadi or Harvard and San Waba Bekase. We say John Mahama took responsibility and he has solved it. In fact, that is the only reason. Those are the things that differ John Mahama from the many presidents Ayenya. What must I say?
Yeah.
And that is why me nyimi ya no me MPP ni san kwasi asemu a sa small boy ni nam o keka wa abante no odo party no oni party we ofi henfa me MPP ni but me say me support John Mahama and I'm waiting for a letter from them. Me MPP ni me nyai party no eso me say me support John Mahama kwasi abuo nti Jimmy nti me support John Mahama, and this is because John Mahama no he is 1 in a million. If you discuss John Mahama and you want to make it look as if say John Mahama now we're discussing into no, for example, Kufo floors na or no etimi abe beta no. Akufo-Addo aye bi into no John Mahama ne Akufo-Addo John Kufo ne Akufo-Addo ye pa.
The same.
I feel insulted.
The same route.
Ghanaians will feel insulted.
The same.
Ghanaians knew the economy under Kufo.
The same thing.
Ye bo obesia otu adwuma mu ye adwuma ye bo obesia we de onu ogu adwuma no o ka sa say we akolakro ya wo no foforo kwa be say no you are not thinking right. So Kwabena, on the issue of 24-hour economy,
Abeyime rice project, a rice processing
Kwabena,
project was shut down under Akufo.
this is
Was he thinking as a
idea.
mad person to have shut down Abeyime rice production? Is it different from Akufo-Addo? Was it not shut down Akufo? Was he thinking as a mad
me, I'm a very
person?
progressive
Okay,
being.
let's-
I don't want to regress. I don't like regressive analogies.
You gave regressive.
Kwabena,
I'll coach you.
Where
It's the same thing.
you cannot coach yourself, can coach somebody. You can't even coach
I'll
yourself.
coach you. It's the same thing.
Kwabena, 24-hour economy. Kwabena, if there is something that any politician would want to bandy words with, it shouldn't be this. Oh, there be a mekase John Mahama no. The way I would hear no. Say every microsecond or the drain near 1,000 one. That same microsecond no. Akufo-Addo ni na pamfu nyina komuti bo ho a. Omo de badwa ade ba ko ho. Sa de ne ye kro no asa. Instead say omo betena se I interrogate omo ho. No omo busa say what's the best way forward? Not just what's the way forward o. What is the best way forward? Omo so omo question. Na nipa bia wo ti wiase a wo musa ho question bia no. In fact, because you have not posed any questions to yourself, you are not able to have answers. And questions are problems. Answers are solutions. Mene Samiti Hay, his argument from Zoom Lion, and you mentioned another person. Kwabena, every problem solver is a rich man in this world. Omo solve problems no. Omo na sikafo adefo wo wiase we mu. So we probi o yesikani bia na Kwabena research about them. They were problem solvers. That's why they will make money and they will be wealthy. Zoom Lion is Zoom Lion because uhu fi na wo da bia wo se wo ya Ghana ni uni uhu ni na Aliu Mahama etu fo se di uhu ni yempe fi na ugusua wo di fi enu nti wo fi na wo ye no woni aban be kwa koye kanana aye kokwa mu dwadie efi no won pra enso ni MMDC for nyina sign contract the whole Ghana. Sikano we pay we taxpayers money no. You the Zoom Lion oka. Because contract now was no efi no kura won pra. O wie susu de wo so ko pra fi no wa pra wie no. Na ka twa kura fa ma no. Kura no an oni MMDC for airbo Ghana ha. Enso so wo fi ni nti as Ghana ni wo fi nti. Oni sanitation minister semba ona na chire na oye oka because oni no na yes ha business no assembly ekowu ebekra no what must say and that is why problem solvers or even people that attempt to solve problems no yes kafo. Now what do we have as a problem in this country, Kwabena? Everyone knows to say we go to sleep when we don't have to sleep. Mm-hmm. And rightly so, Kwabena, when him say a lot of people are more capacity to go to work. Every running shift. There are so many plants that work on the ha. For example, what the cement industry. Why must a company like Jata Cement have a closing time? Say abononum yapon. Well, of course, you know, say machines no could work for a certain number of time non-stop. Last year, who sent in America. What they call to gas and for the no out to some the no ayekolo atwinya China for crowd they say omo bargain. Oh, now you see you're close to cement factories 5. Yes. I'm saying right. I said that. China for no. Oh, yeah, close to 5. China for no. More for using inferior materials. China for no. Yes, raw materials. Oh, what I go for? Do you say ya? Obiano ni asem. Enu kwe so na ye. Na why ye with your man credit? Yes, standards authority. There is standard authority. O papa na yes. Oh my power, but no say a year. I want to put an admin, you man. We don't why I can cry. Why I know, oh my, because Auntie say, Obi discussing 24-hour economy. Yeah. We are not discussing something about say a certain facet of the economy. It's the entire economy of Ghana. And what they call 24-hour, which will help open the economy 24 hours, 7 days in a week, and 365 or 66 days.
Interestingly, your boy lady be a tape be a video be. Meaning so to me follow ya.
Man follow.
Lady me raise about various sectors.
Yes.
He mentioned the health sector.
Yes, the health sector.
Say and the hospitals ni bi.
Okay. So we are on the same page.
Yeah, I mentioned hospitals, clinics,
yes,
harbor. Yeah, and obi send me message busam say I didn't know baby to say tema harbor city so you can't imagine.
Yeah. But you know, before John Mahama said this, he had begun working at it in 2016, opening the harbor for a 24-hour work non-stop.
I see.
It we had new terminal now. Oh, floodlight na bobo hono. The Jubilee now. Jubilee was done by, I think, Kofo.
Yeah, Jubilee was Kofo time.
Yeah. We say floodlight no. And we been able. And it was supposed to be working 24 hours in a day. 7 days in a week. Sunday kurano. So we over sorry ako obeba. So you run shift. But for whatever reason, you know, people have always thought that, oh, for example, MPP for argument be on the buy. Government workers were intimate moka. Na untimate workers of about 600,000 ka, which is too huge for Ghana. 600,000. UK workers in Rusa.
I see.
There is nowhere like that in this world. Abai, Edinisika, there's 70%. Etia workers ka. Baby, you privatize it. That is why Broni Timikacho said the private sector is the engine of growth to economies.
Yeah, can be yet. Can be.
Mammy Gazem show. I go for the new Bruni. Onye Bruni, Pacho. Onye Bruni.
Oye Daddy.
Onye Bruni.
Oye Daddy.
Bruni Fota.
Bruni Kankai.
Bruni Kankai. Onye Bruni.
Anyway.
Oh. Hey, idea, Kwabena. Busa say hospitals are running 24-hour services. But look at the workforce. Ubedria Najo, Dr. Niho. Admission pe because almost emergency service there. As a hospital, no, masa sa we omo ayibi omo sign, out be omo sign. And untino say patient ba untimi empamono. You have to receive the patient. Even clinics, you have to first receive the patient and then you can do a referral. What I say? Which means say you still have to do a 24-hour service. Now we say how effective and effectual has it been? It has not been effective because how we can even privatize some sectors of the economy. For example, Kwabena, say me timi ko fa nurse for na me bie a nursing bibi to say hospice. Oko America you will be a friend hospice.
Okay.
Omo ya rehabs. Rehab center. Kwabena say nke bia obi oho kra akokra bi wanyini yentimi hwe no fie owo sasabro wo yare bi wo a ohia attention time bia no. Ye de omo ko rehab na time bia no ya ma attention. Until they even guide you in the process of say uko wuwo no ya ma won hwe won kwa keke. Until you say abrantie na bia wakotwi moto wapira Kwabena ene ko even 37 a enumpo eye papa e won kran ha me nyi kolebu mfrim but ye nyina ye nim de ekoso kolebu sa no bed syndrome no we say no man free wa you can only get those things done when you have enough facilities also enough hands omo ye adwuma enti at that time na John Mahama e ka se ma ye mfa nursing training allowances no ma me ye abatros nsan ye kom ma nurse fo a ye training omo no quota system and reduce omo name omo pa omo kwankwaje loan aban ukoje aban loan na Kwabena ye den ya oba be ya aban adwuma na aban atetew
Simple.
Sabre no na okanya nsasemu ekufo na adwene ayete se pentium em no 1 terabyte kasa no oka bi ai bawumien onu kura de pentium 1
Pentium 0
kura no so oka bi oh now he was building Ghana to a point that it was going to be very easy for that way to take off. What must I say? It was have bona the oye wo ho health care. He was building hospitals enough to have enough nurses. In fact, it would have gotten to a point that we a nurse crampa won't quite buy hospital because private sector better than a buy betua.
Yeah.
And all that was something that he was doing. Because in America, your private nurses are omuye adwuma ma a certain agency. And the agency ne do omako hospital bi a omokoye adwuma. Sa hospital no obetua agency ne ka. What you say? Na agency no onso so atua nurse for ne ka. Ye wo obi wo wa so obekwa akose aban as a nurse on that because aban adwuma na akwa akoshem no ebi anuoma bi wo wa incentives bi on they incentivize them. Nurse benya ewo private sector ho no onya. So eno na amanko for ebi agencies be bra nursing ayifo no mo frɛ no na say dia no mo de man pa living oba besia wo se me kwa America then no koya wo se me koya living because we be agency a living no nurse for adwuma. You have to be trained as a nurse, certified nurse to do that job, and it pays even more than Obia. Your friend is saying or what mainstream nursing under Abai.
Yeah.
Kwabena, these are things that say etikasi we adria any kwanso obi tra ba because adria mre. No. Ebia say efa wadwim na say ekiki wadwin a
man back with.
Let us say wona wontimi nwi ye. What I say? Hwe ba bi te say entertainment sector. Fifi Bansin here or no any field OTA.
Yeah.
He will test and tell me if I'm a liar. Those times, nightlife, Kwabena, the economy that we could generate from that nightlife, no kwano, because as a former DJ, proudly at that.
Oma be say shemudie ni.
Oma say shemudie no. Can you know? Oh, bo first trap, oh, bo podium. Frebamba tebusa no. Never how much money.
You koso.
Koso. Anya obefa Vienna.
Ya koso.
Bibi e koso. Bibi atwetwa
koso.
What must say? Enkofo a ye to omofo omuntia omo no magwa omuku omugusu no agwa fo so benyeska meboa
Ose
ayifo benyeska CBC there efo benyeska
CBC true
omo so benyeska and that nightlife ni na because we have not particularly paid attention to all these things. Kwabena, come to a place like the manufacturing, retail,
production,
and Kwabena, imagine say Obia or no, Fanny say Oyensa,
like Adonko,
Pacho, and a member Joy Daddy,
Joy Daddy,
aye, Joy Daddy bitters.
Okay, so Adonko so bitters,
and I may say Kwaku tell them Kentino, member Joy Daddy, member Joy Daddy.
Over. And there was my Badongo.
Oh, Kwabena, say if you are running that economy, that entertainment industry in Kwano, Kwabena, omu benyeska, sanko foni benyeska ma, anadwe de, bibi abekoso.
Yeah.
Fanny say, omu ba ya, a driver for omu kan omasemi.
Yeah.
Kwabena, he failed to mention something. Apart from say, ebia anadwo pese wo pie ko baby. How about emergencies? Unim nipa omo abre ansa na bi kura mpa je so omo ko bo obi fie epunu mu gate mu epa obi chew obi a na yire nyem na yire na wo kan no na ade asa onya ka anko. What must say? If you have such an economy, it will reduce the death rate. There are so many people who have died because Yakopeka crowd in Ako hospital. How is the ambulance system in Ghana? Almost so koda. They go to sleep. Hospital. In some cases, they put only one driver ambulance back and one custody at the premises of the hospital. Meanwhile, Senka a 24-hour economy. Drivers never run a shift.
Yeah.
What must I say? So this is something that is too detailed. You need to take time and digest it.
But
no,
sir, I think sir, going forward, the NDC as a political party will find time and break it down for us.
They have to because it is too wide. It's too huge. Kwabra, another medwe ho. Hwe wo dey just imagine. Radio station mo nyef 24 hour.
Yeah, 24.
Every radio station does.
24/7.
So busa radio station ya ye timu sisi ya Kwabna. Time a ombetimi anya sika pa in terms of per minute cash inflow per minute. As a marketer, I'll discuss the per minute or per 30-second ad. Kwabna ahumache.
Yeah.
Because that is when Asofo they would want to preach. In fact, time anam me wo metro no. Unim say time ana emma metro skapa from ahumache Saturday ahumache to 12. In fact, sometimes to 9 because Anita beba be the program no. Ehon na beti opambwe. Na obi so aba hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Do you know how much we were charging them? That 30 minutes that I saw for Nebano, they paid what must I say?
Yeah.
And even radio, we are serious no. Say, oh, but your friend is saying, enyum krana, ye wo ada na metro pe ene ye bie. Your friend advertising cycle.
Yeah.
Ye bonyum ni say advert. Me boa.
Yeah.
So these are things that are thinking outside the box. And if you take time, now we digest issues now. Kwabra, John has done more good mentioning this. So one can be BM crampo near the way crampo na eko election 2024. Kwabra, the Ghanaian is glad.
But when you take care of
it's multifaceted.
Yeah.
Every facet of the economy
of every
is under this discussion.
sector. Every sector.
Every sector is under this discussion.
Mention harbor, you mention transport, you talk about
Baby,
health, energy sector.
yeah, can say what's of what utie make a nightlife na atro asawo.
And your
Adia illegal.
of a case you atro abeto asem nkanche say circle oni asawo funtimi gina mu amade echi into 24/7 MP4
uko se ukoyi etiri ana ukoyi nwi.
Okay, so quick Zain says, Commander, remember the fried joint at Osu? Apple. He say Apple ago. When you say Apple ago? Oh, Apple. Sure. And then I go so Apple. Hey!
No, omoye den.
No, I'm po.
Omoye Apple the na say
I'm po.
anya export.
Apple.
Sa.
God damn. Ha.
Say yeah so food.
Apple.
Anana no.
Hey.
Oh. Anya
Osu Apple.
Osu.
What the former Makion no.
So for Makion.
So Makion car Apple. Ready yapo. Now sad time not or no. Any to the cabo and Kabila and Kobi Fiagbe John Boadu.
Anyone Kabu.
Ready Jacopo. To say assassinate Nane Nipa Banya with that would you say Nipa Banya Bre? Because Atoba. Now, oh,
Kwabra, and you see where I get, you see, Kwabra,
okay, so
John Muhammad discuss say, it means he understands what he's doing. The security aspect.
That is the whole issue.
The security.
That is the whole issue. I'll come back. Bebo says it's still working, Kwabra. Only that is slow now. Okay. Me ko twa mo on and say anajo na me ko me church members ne ba ko na mani nyi wo mo asore no ho ti na me say confess nkania ne so siwo nyina ma asore no ejina metumani am hu nkania ne bia na me say let me move on. Ogboro says we also use squeeze backs, lower third and others. I don't know exactly what he's talking about anyway. Zain says, Commander, remember fried joint at Osu, Apple, some rice joint also at Circle and Newtown. and they operate even after 12 a.m. You close from the club in the morning and you go there and session yourself well.
Kumasi.
Yeah.
When in Boris.
Boris, yeah.
Boris.
Yeah.
Those times now, oh yeah, at the Emirates feeding fried rice near would near the
yeah, but MPP Boris.
yes. Oh, near would be at the friend me refuge. Oh, that it was a business.
Yeah.
I don't know Boris. Hi Boris.
Yeah, Boris.
What must I say? Yeah. And he was very dutiful. Well, yeah, Juma or brain more journey. It's an opera over Kwada and you may wabe Juma.
Okay, so Richard Okan say Glenn's nightclub, His Majesty nightclub, Nkro. Check. That's all. Check. That's all.
Oh, good.
That's all. Me will be okay. Need your party. I need you to me. Why am I with the okra? Sorry, Abba. Me hold that. Hey, mascarpone. Hey, mascarpone. Oh, Grover.
Tell you, my feel so bambata.
Oh, Grover, come out the enemy. Okay, so Osman Kancho says Seahorse 50/50 engine coolant. Yeah, bow engine no buying. Aye, bow engine no buying. Nina say here Seahorse 50/50 engine coolant. CM Jessica Achadie share at Dabraka old timers too. Show. I'm that's it. Hello. Aja. What fun form? What fun form? Allah. Woyo. Oh, me catch him with some money fast. So we are before 4. We what they are not on before 4.
Baby, yeah, announcement.
And you go here fast. I don't know.
Oh, say your comela. My followers say
Aha.
Yes,
Komla Tobiga.
yeah, and over Kwakosembo.
Okay, so I have an hour.
And you are so timo major.
And you may have Mama 500.
Abu Mama.
Hey, and this week we want to
Debbie, me brother Kabe, you all say, me banner Kwako service. Nti SME Kwako registration man.
Fast.
Bobby, I'm not probably my confused.
Oh.
Nti me dawati. Serious.
Yate. So say Fridays the market see pa. Now we jay Friday the and you be you dear free.
Oh, so you're coming to your comment. You better me cry more.
Mo.
Bobby.
Mo. Me da say.
Obi kan ka bomb asubo wa se mo program unda. Nti ene dey support you. Just you want to throw.
It is well. Me pacho a star 413 hash catch there. Me pacho. Hey, another mecha do. Hello.
You want to zoom on Yikachi?
Yeah, Yikachi.
Onye sisi ya obedi madi.
Yikachi.
Yi zoom on Okachi.
Muna da mangana. Allah. Allah will you. Mpacho, what did you say 500?
Madi 500, 5 million.
Who are you for?
You walk on the highway, me the highway no sisi ya.
Hey. Mr. Man cross kwai, mpacho.
Oh, me cross kwai no.
Cross kwai, o dey pebe bi dire di na. Ehumi vie.
Me cross commander why be ya.
That's all. Afa. CM just catch it there. Allah oyo. For the form. We da celebrate congrats. Okay, live on Accra 100. Me pacho mum me for the last draw. Into the trial. We are in a Kwabena say. Seahorse 50/50 engine coolant or see about or engine no buying from overheating. Radiator tank no bon buying. Na o engine no man nyina achi. Afei ma engine ne enchema. Na afei fuel consumption no mra from way. No sika no tu a ya enko smooth. Ai uchuka na eda ya na ema homeka wom. Yeah, ne say wakwa fa bie ne eto front one obusa say na ade na kai ye dede say the kanika na ya na areho maka ne ye ai enye smooth why the stereo sportation no give way me pa cho 3367 coolant with them 1090 coolant with them Ghana for Monty Mafuti, I didn't beat you. 0244 577 559. 0244 577 559. 0540 424 386. Me ba ncho me kwaba. Me ba nkomo etado. I'll be back.
Usika se menkoyiana. Quick credit sia say. Sika pe Intina yasa ye bechecha wo yam bosia bon hyehyɛ yɛn ho wutumi babosia edifi asia ye 3,500 Ghana cedis na ne wo hia ne wo national ID card
Resilience. Journey into the heart of the Kwaman Kingdom, where Nana Akoto, a young prince, is captured and sent to the formidable Dintra Empire as a slave. Nana Akoto faces a fate that threatens to erase his identity, but his spirit remains unbroken. In a quest to rediscover his true self, Nana Akoto must navigate a path full of trials. Will the power of Dintra keep him as a slave, or can he fight to reclaim his heritage and restore honor to the Kwaman Kingdom? Don't miss Nana Akoto, showing Mondays to Fridays at 8 p.m. exclusively on Akwaba DSTV channel 150 and GoTV channel 102. Dial *759# to reconnect or stay connected to DSTV and GoTV.
Tabia takum, wedi a member you don't know. A me and Yahweh, and Yahweh, I am Memedro, and Nutina Ben may be a here below, and to four any out of four, and you'll be a pedigree to Atombia, and chemical shops, pharmaceuticals, and herbal shops beer. I was gonna have beer. And not say fraying. I was 0243 686861 and 0245 749206. Sanka to FDA Fwajatu. Kaise Tabia Takum ye. Bemebia ye takum. Not recommended for lactating mothers, pregnant women, and children under 15.
CMGC catched you. Yeah. Near here, say, Ubebo star 413 house. I will MTN peso. I'm gonna move on no more. No one's that come what said ye. I CMGC catched your promotion. Yeah, I feel yes, you better do. Some person when you CMGC catched ye beer, and you're quite well now, Befaso. Step 1, but star 413 hash. I will MTN so. Step 2, choose a FM. Now what dear, the prompt in a chi. And so I will show us the coming in a ever corner ye yamau. Sika Akyɛdeɛ promotion. Ɛyɛ cash in and win big promotion. When you idea what's our year, win your share of 24,000 bonanza. Shannon Swo, Dudu Bia will taxi, and the star 413 Hashado, and never more when you say, Umedinkunim, our CNG Sikata dear promotion or so. And your cash bag from Class Media Group. Kai Huna say, Sa Jumedia Way, and she shared the home, the National Lottery Authority, our Caritas Lottery Platform, and a boy chidom. Unyam Fisher don't watch airqua, one can't Jumedia home. CNG Kachadio! Yeah! Ago Ghana for media some dabremo. Sisi adia wo sidanya. Any coins over hukra. Essence Alu Africa. We got you covered. Alu Africa. Aye jumekuo kesia. Ebon in chance papa di ku danso. Any trusses are. Ghana ha. Any wiasia fanenina. Yen ye lidie. Yang any topo. Alu Africa ewa bakwa somewhere dimu. Ebon roofing sheet. Any trusses say ye papa nkwadia. Eye honom. Ena benya pa ye quality. Sanso ya affordable. Bedroom fish ye dionuni. Edanya bru 2 million. Ena Alu Africa ekruso. What a news! Yen chance ye di crew dancer no. Nia money dimune se do. Na bani this one need this one. Fit is 0.35 mm. Echo is 0.5 mm. 0.35. Echo is 0.5. Alu Africa Trust is so. do. Na a range fit 0.55. Echo is 1.15. Enti enya fe na wudi dua kokru wuda so a every nache amfotie bariye Alu Africa Trusses no amfotie ntimere every nache eye good for all weather conditions ne boaso da for mo ankasa so beto dua pa de enkato Alu Africa Trusses na bokwaye bretu no ho ban Alu Africa products ni nyina so yema 40 years warranty emfrishie duanai warranty hwehwe Alu Africa e was Spinters Kwine na so yene MTN office no ana di nhwani mu ana say frɛ 0574286292 se wudu takra de so a ye branch ni bi wo ho frɛ wa 0545446852 na edwumaku bia wo pese wo beto Alu Africa kwa ni bi no wo betimi walk in to your branch bia ye beton dia ma wo mo na wo de kodi dwumadie bia Alu Africa building made a sighten.
Hey, say, dear Mako, who ever Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic, no, who could give me, sir, and Nunti Nomania Award, a year word bestie, Obian Transit Emma Dumbia, dear Cassa, and as a boy, dear, and cannon to them with you.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic, as son, you want to say, near Kro Etuno, near Anka, Ewananum, Obana Bemo Power, and Yarwankaye. Nancy, Mameka, say, and the Spana called Mo Ekayeno. Greenfield at Arumanti, and was our selection and also APM. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic, our ultramodern laboratory. And a diagnostic machine, sir. I should share the pediatric one casa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. I want to go Dogon, Estate Junction. Last stop. Fra was 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898. Greenfield. God is our healer. Greenfield. Your last stop. I believe.
GoTV's got a special gift for our super fans. This November, we're treating all GoTV super customers to a taste of GoTV Super Plus. Enjoy non-stop Premier League action on a dedicated Super Sport channel, the biggest teen icons on Disney Channel, international movies and series on Studio Universal and Universal TV, and the best local shows on Africa Magic Showcase. Make sure you stay connected to GoTV Super this November so you can give GoTV Super Plus a go. GoTV. Love it.
Salute. Hey. When we send your police in your draw, Imbusaba Mesa Abama Huadeng. Refuse to grow, and young offense swabek. And what day immune system or Yankopon, and you're ready for Yadmusa Moya Hubano, and Nasa Wunum Imbusaba Mesa, a peja immune system, Nabri Bia, Ya Yariantimu. So say, dear, a month for One the imbusaba mesha, Dronua dance yes, and Yarwa who ran Nipa and Yina etimi banaso, and Yarwa Cassian Kaya Wutini D and the Hoka. No, Yamwa suing Yano, a way of buying every home. And now woman pa, one Yarwana dada, no monum doctor and Rono, and num imbusaba mesanoa, and Moma who are deep in tea. Ya woman timpose, Yaria Ashomo, imbusaba mesha, a walk Kanshi, and you are may move Bia. In row at 0246 208496 FDA Ashisha said Jadi and Cratchy Magia to Musay
CMGC Cartadio near here say Ubebo star 413 house our MTN peso I want to more I want Saka Watadi a CMGC Cartadio promotion I feel yes you did you some person when you CMGC Cartadio bia and you're quite way now befaso step 1 but star 413 hash our MTN so step 2 choose a FM now what dear the prompt in a chi and so I will so as the coming in now ever corner Yamau. Sikachadia promotion, cash in and win big promotion. When you are dear, what's our year? Win your share of 24,000 bonanza. Shannon Swo, do be our taxi, and you cost star 413 hash and never more when you say, Kunim, our CNG Sikachadia promotion or so. And your cashback from Class Media Group. Kai Huna say, Sa Jumedia Way, and she shared the home, the National Lottery Authority, our Caritas Lottery Platform, and a boy Chidom. When young Fisher don't watch it, Equa, one card Jumedia home. CNGC Cartadio! Yeah!
All right, so that's it. Live at Accra 100.5 Citizen Show. Yasia baby. Onto me Accra me Baumia Abian Campesa me Bobamamo. Ghanaians are suffering on borrowing, on taxes. And I mean for Monfa a your budget no. What say no Baumia. Into Minyo Mamo. Minyo Mamo.
But I just think I'm percent TV to be answer.
Okay, yeah.
Kwabena, I say, that for example, now me discuss the police now, security now, about 24 hours service. Yeah. I say, for example, you are DBA, you formalize it, and it's part of John Mohammed's program. If you look at the way, or ne way now, or say. I had to say watchdog committees now you're teaching on potem no. Oh, say mostly no. Because of the informal way now no. I say you who almost saw me a police for.
Yeah. It's straight up.
Hey, when you say I don't know, maybe but the way no utie discussion now. What they want to do, they say,
to empower them.
They will make sure they are taken to police for training,
and that is how it should be.
Now, proper police.
That is how what I say.
Now, community now they bet you are
yeah,
because instead say Baba Joe, we are my assembly for Akofano Medino. Who the fan say every household we are must say a mutua tengana. The whole household. Count how many households are in a certain community. Say, for example, Airport Hills, and I say, Airport residential area, and I say, East Legon, and I say, for Abelimpe for Joulu for Mataheko for Munina, Mua Seda selecting Kofu be best in Nipa best at 10. Edwomako police, you train you or my watchdog committee. Police for properly trained police men. Chrono better now,
yeah.
And so that forms part of the security now and all this kind.
So
but
they become
he couldn't get the time to elaborate.
So they become part of the community.
Yes.
The community takes care of them and the community lives with them.
Yes.
I get
it. You will store now, baby. When you say, Obi ntimi mfra bonti mewia because omo ye adwuma and they are patrolling
because I'm going to meet a community watchdog.
Yes,
normal patrol.
Yes,
the government no fat to no so a
me train you omo
obey
proper police
system ni. I mean it makes sense.
So these are things that are very, and they are private people, and you know I to say obi aye agency a community na nka say be any agency a one one for the police for our patrol ho, and you are properly secured. Etiede na wo ya wuntimi nye.
Anyway, want to udi bibi be kan wo ho na yenko movie. Okay, so mame Ghanaians are suffering. Walwale for are suffering. I'm careful and you are suffering. Walwale for are suffering. Samira is suffering. Why you? Kwabena Bobie is suffering. So
Kwabena Bobie dear me.
He's still suffering. I see actually Arabic in train a good boss. Oh, say baby. Oh. And he's still suffering. Kwabena Bobie is suffering. And I you. First wife
suffering. Patients are suffering. Students are suffering. Traders are suffering. Pensioners are suffering. Drivers are suffering, contractors are suffering, civil servants are suffering, and farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering, and industries are suffering. Artisans are suffering, and kayaye are suffering. The disabled are suffering, and men are suffering. Women are suffering, and children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering.
Also, I know cry say almost.
Why you came up with some freezing? Bibi, I didn't hear me. Okay.
So you ended up suffering.
I'm not suffering. The white woman is suffering. Yeah, is suffering. Your friends say expired foods. They are suffering. Okay, so you got to about
students are suffering. Traders are suffering. Pensioners are suffering. Drivers are suffering. Contractors are suffering. Civil servants are suffering. And farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering, and industries are suffering. Artisans are suffering, and kayaye are suffering. The disabled are suffering, and men are suffering. Women are suffering, and children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering. Trainees are suffering. Patients are suffering. Students are suffering. Traders are suffering. Pensioners are suffering. Drivers are suffering. Contractors are suffering. Civil servants are suffering. And farmers are suffering.
Sorry. Okay, all right. So this is Baumia for you. On borrowing. Bosia bo. Yenkoti on borrowing. Baumia.
You don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads.
That is Baumia on borrowing. On taxation. Taxations. Yenkoti Baumia on taxation. May you be trepe and amahontonomo on taxation. Wakan soon be from taxation to production. Every constituency will receive $1 million. Agugloshi toilet amaso. I've arrested the city. Any economic hardship is due to 3 reasons: mismanagement, incompetence, and corruption. But yenkoti a year on a year taxes. Me pacho quick one taxes.
They're
hurting the economy. These taxes are hurting, and therefore you are not going to get the growth. And when you don't get the growth, you will not get the revenue. And when you don't get the